It's time for the Showdown! How's it going, everybody? Dishnet 34 here, welcoming you to tonight's episode of the This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown number 56. How about that? We've done this 56 times now. It's absolutely insane. Oh man, we got a good one in store for you tonight. Another perfect draft weekly showdown. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a fun night. Gonna be a fun night. A little bit of housekeeping before we get started tonight. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the Perfect Team Masters series. That's gonna be coming back in a couple of weeks now. I believe June 5th, I do believe, is the next one. Yeah, a couple of weeks from now. So stay tuned for that. From now on, because of how sim times are with the weekly showdown, the This Week in Perfect Team weekly showdown streams are going to be starting a quarter of an hour later than they have been. So 8:15 Eastern is when these streams are going to be happening from here on out until something changes. So so just a little bit of a heads up for you guys. 8:15 is going to be the new start time for the weekly showdown. RIP EU sleepy time. Well, I mean, we try, but you know, it's kind of hard to get a good stream time for those overseas when, you know, we got people that stream that have day jobs like I do. So, can't really do much afternoon streams, unfortunately. So, anyway, we got 128 teams that are competing for a really good card tonight. So let's go to the game screen and let's get started. All right, we have our Miami Gators team here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and enter in our Battle Creek Maple Syrup Cartel next week for next week's This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown here in just a little while. So this might be the last you see of the Miami Gators, unfortunately. But we got, for our grand prize today, for whoever makes it through this gauntlet, Frank Schulte from the 1911 Chicago Cubs, a right fielder. It's going to be the grand prize tonight, and it is a good one. Second place is going to get special edition second baseman Claude Ritchie from the 1902 Pittsburgh Pirates. That's a very valuable card. Third and fourth is going to get special edition left fielder Ted Williams from the 1940 Boston Red Sox. Then you got fifth through eighth getting relief pitcher Aaron Heilman from the 2005 New York Mets. And then 9th through 16th we'll be getting shortstop Buck Weaver from the 1915 Chicago White Sox. So we got a great slate of cards tonight. And let's go ahead and take a look at my team real quick. This is the team that we drafted at the end of the stream last week. And it's an interesting one. Tim Hudson is our number one starter. Very interesting. We had John Matlack as our number two. We had Mordecai Brown. We have Sidney Ponson and Carlos Zambrano in the rotation. Should be an interesting rotation there. Bullpen-wise, we have Dwayne Belo, Raiden Arleski, Tony Pena, Doug Simons, Mike Williams, Brian Wolf, and Dick Hall closing it out. That should be fun. Catching-wise, boy, we could barely find catchers for this one. We got Earl Grace, we got Ray Hayworth in here. I mean, it was slim pickings when it came to catchers, so this is what we're going with. First base, we got Tristan Cassis in here. We got Charlie Culberson and Johnny Evers. Johnny Evers is going to be our starting second baseman. That was a nice steal there from the Gold Browns. Bingo DeMoss and Pete Ward are our third baseman. We have DeMoss starting, and Ward is DHing. Shortstops, we got a few of them. We got Pat Listach, we got Frank Taveras, we got Anderson Tejeda. And over here in the outfield, we got Christian Robinson, and right, we got Al Nixon, and center Jocko Conlon's out here too. And then we got Larry Doby out in right field today. So an interesting roster here. We will see what happens. Not too confident with this one. Not going to lie. But we'll see what happens. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I lose in the first round and get no hit again? That must... We'll see what happens. So that's my team, but let's take a look at the 127 other teams that are going to be competing in today's This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown. It's time for the roll call. Who we got tonight? We have the Cleveland Browns taking on the Driech Bag of W's. We have the Kilkenny Dragons taking on the Brooklyn Cyclones. We have the Lansing Lugnuts taking on the Outer Omega Tipsy Pigs. We have the Keto Mosquitoes taking on the Dover Waistcoats. We have the Hammond Eggers facing the New York They Might Be Giants. And we have the Mine Hill Bat Manatees taking on the Newburgh Nincompoops. Moving on down the list, we have the Wash Park Rangers taking on the Ijafal Eldfall. We have the Waco Warriors taking on the Burlingame Bagel Boys. The Illinois Illiterati taking on No Biscuits All Gravy. New York NYS Loners will be taking on the Ancient Relics. The Round Rock Rapid Rabbits will be taking on the London Knights. The Kalama Showboats will be taking on the Mount Laurel Hollies. The Foul Pollo Gopher Balls taking on the Chico's Bail Bondsmen. The Harlem Jazz Cats will be taking on the Prospect Park Pride. The Belleville Bulls taking on the Egyptian Mummies. The Etobicoke Heads of State will be taking on the Oakland Athletics. The Manchester Camels will be facing the Miami Vice. The Hasselberry Hounds will be taking on the Neriac Dark Elves. Moving on down the list, the Strickland Propane are going to be taking on the Portland Chewbacca's. The Providence Knights will be taking on the Sandlot Sandgnats. The Mastroville Cashers will be taking on the Eastport Hot Dogs. The Seattle Aftershocks will be taking on the Washington Monuments. The Cheese Trucks will be facing Don't You Forget About Me. The New York Patriots will be facing Hill Valley Time Splitters. The Newark Bears will be taking on the Bologna Breadcrumbs. And oh no, someone had some errors drafting that team. Oof, that stinks. That is unfortunate. We have the Chicago Union Giants taking on the Willsboro Warriors. The Richmond Rippers taking on the New Jersey Skunks. We have the El Dorado Aztecs taking on the Philly Specials. The Cephade Variables taking on the Baked Apple Pancakes. The Phoenix Firebirds taking on the SGCTC Zorax. Moving on, we have the Rolling Meadows Counts taking on the Kansas City Racker Ribs. The Brennan Geoducks taking on the Fubon Guardians. The Narsha Churners will take on the Woodgate Aston Villa. We have the Melmon Leeches taking on the Highland Park Tacos. The Kentucky Curdles taking on the Pack-Only Llamas. The Los Angeles Sharks will be taking on the Asheville Reds. Then we have the Fayetteville All-Americans taking on the Finneytown Flames. The Juiced Oranges taking on the Boise Hawks. The Mar-a-Lago Super Spreaders taking on the Falstaff Fiery Furnaces. The Shermer High School Saturday Detention taking on the Pike City Pioneers. Three Rivers Baseball will take on the Yukon Flying Fish. The Norview Chiefs. Oh no, we got another blanker. We got another blank team right there. Facing on the Wenged Fart. Oh no. Oh, really, guys? Really? That's a name. That's a name. Scott's Tots will be facing off with Jimmy's Ballers. The Wichita Falls Spudders taking on the Carolina Legends. The Left Coast Liberals taking on the Crispy Bacon McGriddles. The Gary South Shore Railcats taking on the Gouverneur Destroyers. We have the Kentucky Fried taking on the Burlington Steamrollers. The Portland Grizzlies taking on the Twin Cities Twins. The French Toast Grand Slam facing off against whatever Dish eats for breakfast. You know, I had a dish of strawberries today, so I mean, that counts as breakfast, doesn't it? But anyway, we have the English Muffin with Spinach and Eggs taking on the Jackson Stonewalls. The Lansing Lugnuts taking on the San Juan Gallisticos. We have the Scarborough Tigers taking on another Lansing Lugnuts team. Hmm. We have that box of granola nobody wants to eat facing off against the Las Vegas Stackopanks. We have the West Haven Medievals taking on the Andy Messersmiths. We have the Cranberry Crushers taking on the Bay Area Brawlers. The Screamin' Wannabes take on Red Lady Next Lovely Ladies. The Letterkenny Irish taking on the NC Dinos. The Web City Seldom Scenes taking on Norwich Navigators. We have the El Paso Fighting Falcons taking on the Oates Military Academy. The Seattle Scarlet Knights taking on Mr. Teddy's Cuddle Brigade. The Erie Drearies taking on your hometown Miami Gators. We have the Austin Renegades taking on the Westerly Paws Ox. The Waffletown Syrups taking on the Evanston Eagles. The New Hampshire Port Dogs taking on the Cincinnati Silverbacks. And that rounds out the lineup. Whoo boy, what a lineup we got tonight, guys. Woo boy. So those 128 teams going to be competing for that Frank Schulte card tonight. Let's take a look at yours truly's first round matchup, facing off against the Erie Drearies, owned by Q Go 2. And let's see what he's got up their sleeve here. So, starting rotation, we got Rube Foster, Slim Jones, Carl Mays, Henry McHenry, and Nip Winters. So we've got 4 Negro Leaguers in the rotation, which that's not terrible. Believe we're going to have Slim Jones as their number 1, so that's who we're going to be facing off against. Am I hungry, Klaus? Actually, I just had dinner just a little bit ago. Had a couple pieces of fried chicken that we got from one of the local stores in our area, so it's pretty good. A little some pasta salad. Oh man, that was good. Nice fuel for tonight's action. Bullpen wise, we got Eddie Guardado, Greg Harris, Vic Keane, Joe Mulligan, Brandon Workman, and Double Duty Radcliffe as the closer tonight. They're only 127. I mean, kind of have a point there, Waynham. Anyway, moving on, we have William Contreras, Johnny Oates, and Luis Santop here for their catcher position. Santop's more than likely going to be their catcher. Rob Refsnyder and Christian Walker over at first. Then you got Nick Gonzalez and Rich McKinney at second. Freudis Nova at third. Got Kaz Matsui and Johnny Berardno over at short. In the outfield, this kind of looks a bit stacked. Got Mark DeRosa out in left. Got Daz Cameron and Jim Edmonds, as well as Stan Spence out there. Man, they got stacked outfield. And then in right field, they have Sox Sabled. Very good right field option there. So very hitting heavy, if I do say so myself. Bullpen's a little bit soft. Pitching could be a little tough. Starting pitching could be a little tough. Not going to lie. But we will see what happens once the games get started. So that is what we got going on tonight. Hopefully everybody has been doing well this week. Hopefully y'all's perfect teams have been doing well for themselves this week. I know mine has been doing fairly well as well. Don't forget, later tonight, speaking of perfect team, we're going to be playing Call Your Shot with your chance to win potentially up to 100,000 perfect points if you call your shot correctly. So stay tuned for that. That's going to happen after I lose a game, which could be early, could be late. It depends on how my team decides to behave tonight. So stay tuned for that. Now, before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the title screen real quick and log into my other account here. And we're going to sign the Maple Syrup Cartel up for next week's This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown, which is already at 24 teams. I mean, this thing fills quickly. So if you're not in this tournament yet, get in because we got a decent prize for next week. It is special edition starting pitcher Andy Messersmith from the 1974 Los Angeles Dodgers. Really good first place prize there. Second place, special edition third baseman Doug DeCinces from the California Angels. Third and fourth will be getting left fielder Hoot Evers from the 1950 Detroit Tigers. Fifth through eighth is getting 2017 special edition second baseman Brian Dozier from the Minnesota Twins. And ninth through 16th is getting special edition second baseman Don Money from the 1977 Milwaukee Brewers. So we got plenty of good prizes up for grabs in next week's tournament. And as you can see, we're getting some packs to open up for tonight's Call Your Shot. We got 28 of them. So stay tuned. Again, should be a fun night. Can't wait to attempt to give out some perfect points tonight. That'd be fun if we got someone to win tonight. You know, that'd be pretty neat. So we are less than 6 minutes away from the first sim tonight. Six minutes away. So I'm going to start around, oh goodness, 8:36, 8:37 Eastern or something like that. Plenty of teams. Now, and we're going to be drafting next week's team later tonight. What card types can we call? You can call Diamond, Perfect, Build-A-Legend Bronze, and the Limited Edition. Can't sign up for next week's TWIPT is because I'm already in this week. That is correct. Yep. If you're in this week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown, you have to be eliminated first before you can sign up for next week's. So that's something to keep in mind. Could you call Bronze Jazz Chisholm? No, you cannot. Because he's not a Diamond, he's not a Perfect, he's not a Build-A-Legend Bronze, or a special edition or a limited edition card. Can you talk up your Kirby Yates so I can finally sell him? Well, I mean, Kirby Yates is actually doing pretty good for me right now. I mean, he did pretty good for me last week. Now, he's been a little bit down this year, but he's still been fairly effective. Lipitor, the Call Your Shot has not been opened yet, so that's why there is no link. When do we get a perfect Gym Unknown? I don't know. I do not know. Let's go Cuddle Brigade. Yeah, let's go Cuddle Brigade. Yeah. Leona, I love the Cuddle Brigade name. It's such a fun team name, and we need more fun team names around here. You know what I mean? I mean, we got a few good ones because I've seen that the Breakfast Club or whatever it's called is got a few teams in there with like the English muffin with spinach and ham, that spinach and eggs, that's a fun one. That box of granola nobody wants to eat reminds me of a streamer I watched that tried $13 cereal on a breakfast stream a couple of days ago, which that was interesting. That was interesting because it was a very expensive cereal, but it looked very hearty. You need to step up your PNG games. Yeah, I mean, hey, some of us have a PNG game, some of us don't. And you know what? That's fine. Doing tongue twisters in a few weeks. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not looking forward to that, Cos. I am not looking forward to that. Was it the protein cereal? No. It wasn't Magic Spoon. Oh God, what was it? It was I think it was something they got from Costco. If I can find it again. Yeah, I love how we're talking about breakfast while we're 2 minutes away from the first sim tonight. Absolutely insane. Morning Summit. That's what it was called. By the way, not sponsored whatsoever. That's what it was called. It looked interesting, I'm not going to lie. A cow and a calf eat a turnip and a half in a day and a half. So how many do they eat in a week and a half? Ooh. Okay, let's math this out. Now, that would be between them, a cow and a calf eat a turnip and a half in a day and a half, but it doesn't specify how many each, if it's 1.5 each or 1.5 total. If we're going each, that would equal 3. So 3 times, let's say 7, 10 and a half. So 3 times 10 and a half would be about 30. 31 and a half. There's the answer. How many days is a week and a half? 10. 10 and a half, just about. Anyway, we are 25 seconds from the first sim. We'll go ahead and hide the scores, and we're going to go ahead and go back to the title screen. While we wait the first sim to come in. 10 and a half days? Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Because 7 divided by 2 is 3.5, and that's a half a week. It's a cancel each other out some. See, I'm decent at math, but I'm not that decent at math. Plot twist, cow eats their calf instead of the turnip. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, we are simulating, and we are waiting for the first sim to come in tonight. Going to have Tim Hudson on the mound, you know. I think I'm a little bit confident for this first matchup. Pitching-wise. Hitting-wise, I'm not so sure, to be quite honest with you. Kidneys would need to know their catcher ability to answer that one. Now, you see, Waynham, what I was operating off of is that the cow eats a turnip and a half. And the calf eats another turnip and a half. That's what I was operating on. Because he didn't specify whether it was 1.5 between the two or 1.5 each. See, that's where you're getting. That's where I got a little confused there. You did not mention the sheep, no. I love how we're still talking math and breakfast. Oh, man. Making me even more hungry for some more chicken. Still waiting on that first sim to come in. Eventually, it's going to happen. So the answer is 21. Interesting. All right, the first sim is in. First sim is in. We'll go ahead and load up the highlights and see if some good things have happened. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Come on. There we go. And already, okay, things are looking okay right now. Things are looking okay. We pick it up. Bottom of the second, Miami. Your Miami Gators have runners on first and third with one out facing Slim Jones. Ray Hayworth at the plate. The first pitch is grounded to third, and that is a double play. So an inning-ending double play to start the proceedings here tonight. Not good. But we head to the top of the fifth. Tim Hudson's still on the mound. Stan Spence on first. One out for Christian Walker. First pitch from Hudson, and that one's lined into left field, and that one's down. It'll go off the wall. Spence will come into third. Robinson picks it up. Rounding third, heading home is Spence. He will score. It's an RBI triple for Christian Walker, and it's 1-0 Erie. Oh boy. Bottom five, Bingo DeMoss at the plate to lead things off against Slim Jones. The 1-1. Swinging the ground ball softly to third. Nova does not have a play, does not have a throw, and it's an infield single for the Erie third baseman. So that brings Ray Hayworth to the plate. Last time up, hit into an inning-ending double play. The 1-0 from Jones. Line drive, base hit left field. And the Gators have the first two on here in the fifth. So that'll bring Pat Listak up to the plate. Back to the top of the order. The 2-2 from Jones. Swing and a miss, strike three. Big strikeout right there. The second strikeout for Jones today. And that'll bring Larry Doby, lefty on lefty here. Not as good against lefties as he is against righties, but we'll see what happens here. First pitch from Jones. Swinging a pop-up. Into right center field, Edmonds will make the play. Keeping at second is DeMoss, two gone now. Now bring Christian Robinson to the plate. Count 1-2, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to second. Deep in the hole, Gonzalez throws. He got him to retire the side. Gators get two on, but do not score, and it's still 1-0 Erie. Top six, first and third, two outs for Stan Spence. The 1-2 from Hudson, and that one's into center field. Ranging, diving, and making the play is Al Nixon to keep this a 1-0 ball game. Whoo! All right, bottom seven. Johnny Evers will lead things off against Slim Jones. Lefty on lefty here, the 0-1. Swinging a line drive, base hit down the right field line. He'll go into the corner. Rounding first, heading for second is Evers, and he is going to stroll in, standing up with a lead-off double here in the seventh. A nice piece of hitting by Johnny Evers, and that'll bring Bingo DeMoss to the plate. The 1-0. Swinging a pop-up. Left center field. Edmonds makes the play. Staying at second is Evers, one gone. I'll bring Ray Hayworth to the plate. Evers now on third with one out. Count full. The pitch from Jones. High fly ball, center field, and caught by Edmonds. Runner will hold at third. So that's up to Pat Listak to bring in the run. Bring in the potential tying run. The 2-1 pitch from Jones. Ground ball right to the first baseman. Toss from Walker to Jones in time, and that will retire the side. Still 1-0, so we head to the eighth. Ray Narleski on the mound for the Gators. Two outs facing Sox Siebold. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a fly ball right center field, and that one's down and off the wall. Nixon going to trot on over to it. Siebold is rounding second, heading for third, and he's going to have a triple with two outs here in the eighth. And that will bring nobody back up to the plate. The Drearies do not score. So we head to the bottom of the eighth. Larry Doby will lead off against Slim Jones, who has been spectacular tonight. Count 1-2, the pitch from Jones. Swinging a fly ball, right field, but right at Siebold for the out, one gone. And that will bring Tristan Cassis now with two outs. Nobody on. The 1-2 coming from Jones. Got him. Looking strike three to end the inning. Not liking where this is going, guys. Not liking where this is going. Let's head to the bottom of the ninth. Double duty Radcliffe on the mound looking to close it out for the Drearies. Pete Ward, the DH, will lead off, trying to get something going for the Gators. And grounds this one on a hop to third. Nova over to first. One gone. Here's Al Nixon. 2-1 pitch. Line drive. Base hit right field. So there's something. Potentially. Pulls up with a single, and that will bring Johnny Evers to the plate. Count 1-0, the pitch from Radcliffe. Line drive up the middle, base hit. Here comes Nixon rounding second. He will stop there. Runners on first and second. One out for Bingo DeMoss. We have a pinch runner on second. It is Frank Taveras for the Gators. But can DeMoss do something here? The count is full. The pitch coming from Radcliffe. He walked him, ball 4. Bases loaded. One out. And the Gators could potentially win the game right here. Earl Grace will pinch hit for Hayworth. Radcliffe already has him 0-2. This is not looking good. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 gone. Now bring Pat Listak, who has been absolutely dreadful with runners in scoring position today. Count is 2-0. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Right field. Sabled. Makes the play. 1-0. The final score. Well, that sucked. Listak cannot hit. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Can't hit a stinking lefty. It went 2 for 5, but empty 2 for 5. Well, always next week. Hudson had a good outing. 9 Ks, 2 walks, 5 hits, 1 earned. I mean, what more could you do? I mean, like, hit with runners in scoring position? Left 10 on base the entire game? Dang. Dang. So there's that. Boy. All right. So let's go ahead and move back to the title screen, and we're going to go ahead and get ready for Call Your Shot. That's right. That's right. It is time for Call Your Shot. For those of you who do not know what Call Your Shot is, here's what it is. I'm going to be putting a form in the chat here in just a little bit. Be patient because it is coming. I just need to get through this explanation first. And you'll be picking, you'll be trying to call which diamond, perfect, build a legend, or limited edition card I'm going to be pulling out of these 29 packs tonight. We got 27 regular packs. We got 1 silver pack. We got 1 gold pack to try to open. And if you get it correct, you will win some perfect points. If you call a live diamond and get it correct, you will win 15,000 perfect points. If you call a live perfect and get it correct, you'll win 50,000 perfect points. If you call a historical diamond, you'll win 75,000 perfect points. If you call a historical perfect, you will win 100,000 perfect points. Now, here are the bonuses. If you call a Build a Legend card, we have a new prize. We have a new prize for calling a Build a Legend card. And as soon as I take a look at it, can I find it again? I believe it is 25,000. 25,000 for calling a Build a Legend card. And if you call a limited edition card, you will win 90,000 perfect points. BAL Bronze, because that's the only ones you can get in packs. Alrighty. Now, a couple reminders. Only one entry is allowed per person. Call only one card on your entry and be as specific as possible. We don't want a Willie Mays situation here like we had last year, all right? So if you're ready, you'll have you'll have 2.5 minutes to fill it out. Get ready, get set, and go. Call. Your shot is open. Call. Your shot is open. All right. Let's see what kind of pulls we got going on tonight. They should be pretty good. Oh, Tim McCarver, historical perfect. All right, I love that. Ooh, someone calling a historical Diamond Joe Kelly. Ooh, that's a fun one. Wish I could have that card. Got a few Build Legends in here already. Awesome. Lots and lots of good ones tonight. Ooh, Josh Gibson. That'd be a fun one. Lots and lots of good stuff here. All right, we got just about 100 seconds left. It's fine, Tim. That's fine. Can you even pull Josh Gibson? I don't believe you can pull Josh Gibson, no. So, womp womp. Yeah, you can only build Josh Gibson, unfortunately. Ooh, Life Perfect Cunha, that's a fun one. That's good stuff. All right, we got about a minute left to go. Minute left to get your call in if you haven't already. Get it in if you have not already. Down to about 30 seconds left on the clock. Last call, 20 seconds to go. Last call. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. And call your shot is closed. All right, we have 230 responses to the prompt tonight. Let's see if we get any winners tonight. Got a lot of good calls in here. Hopefully somebody can win something tonight. Lots and lots of good calls in here. Let's see if we can pack any winners tonight. Let's do it. 29 packs. Let's get started. And you know what? Let's let you hear the game audio here for this because just to get a feel for it, you know. Is there a live perfect you would put on your number one team? Oh boy, I did run with Giolito for a while, and well, that only lasted up until a couple seasons ago. I do have a I do have a DeGrom, but I don't think I have a place for him, unfortunately. Nothing good in these first couple packs here. Keep going. Maybe if I pulled a Mike Trout, but I'm really loving Christian Pash in center, the future legend Christian Pash. Just for the defense. Just for the defense. Man, we're pulling nothing but bronzes so far. Michael Chavis, Franklin Barreto, John Birdie, Joe Wallace. Man, I haven't even gotten a silver yet tonight. These first few packs. Joe Palumbo, Oscar Mercado, man. We got Phil Plantier in here. That's fun. Got Tyler O'Neill. Oscar Hortzman as a historical iron. Let's keep going. Give me something good, game. Come on. You know you can. No, there's a gold. It's a live gold, but at least it's something. Got Corey Knebel from the LA Dodgers. Live gold card there. It was a silver last time for last update. Knebel will sell. Well, that's fun at least. Let's keep going. Why isn't there a Roy Halladay in the auction house? Well, that's because I don't think there's a Roy Halladay in the game. As far as I can recall. Got Jose Barrios in this pack, along with Chance Sisco, Eddie Whitekis, Gavin Lux in here as well. Not a terrible pack. Let's keep going. And we got some more silver action, some live silver action for Max Kepler from the Minnesota Twins. 71 overall card there. We also got Williams Astudillo and David Dahl, as well as Jason Hirsch as a historical iron. Well, I hope the packs are warming up because I just got another obligatory bronze pack. Got Brett Martin in here from the Texas Rangers. Not exactly the best card to get here. Let's keep on keeping on here with David West from the 1994 Philadelphia Phillies. Oof. Let's keep on keeping on. Got Trevor Williams and Jake Marisnick in this pack. We also have Nick Dumovich from the 1923 Chicago Cubs. 18 packs to go. Let's see if we can get something here. We got Dennis Rabant, Randy St. Clair, and Domingo Herman in this pack. Nothing too inspiring there. Next pack, we got Anthony Santander, Jimmy Lambert in here, as well as Rafael Roque from the 1998 Milwaukee Brewers. Heck of a name, that. Next pack, we got a couple of silvers here, and a Build-A-Legend card! We also got Nate Lowe, Eugenio Suarez, but there's the big prize here. Harry Heilman, Build-A-Legend for the 1914 Detroit Tigers. Let's see if somebody called that Build-A-Legend and won 25,000 perfect points. Do we have a winner? Ooh, boy. Unfortunately, we do not. Unfortunately, nobody called the Build-A-Legend Heilman, so somebody missed out on 25 grand tonight, unfortunately. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Next pack, please. Totally claim my Wayno calls a misspelling of Heilman. I wish you could, Leona. Wish you could. We got J.P. Crawford in this pack from the Seattle Mariners. Also got Steve Melter, Bill McGee. 9 p.m. start. That was last night's stream. This is this night's stream. Let's see. We got Didi Gregorius live silver in here, 72 overall. We also got Mark Sweeney from the 05 Padres, Mauricio Dubon from the Giants, Bobby Castillo from the Twins, John Birdie from the Miami Marlins. Next pack, another live silver. We got Tucker Barnhart from the Cincinnati Reds. Also got Tom Murphy as our obligatory bronze. Let's keep going. Come on, game. Help a brother out. Nothing? Cole Sulcer? That's all you can give me? Come on now. You're better than that. All right, we got Willie Castro. We got Tanner Rainey. We got another Dennis Rabont. And we got Darren Downs from the 2013 Tigers. All righty. Next one, we got live gold action here. Randy Arozarena from the Tampa Bay Rays, 82 overall card there. We also got Archie Bradley from the Phillies, Kevin Plawecki from the Red Sox, Jack Perconti from the 1985 Seattle Mariners. Let's keep on keeping on. And we got Cleon Jones, historical silver card from the 1974 New York Mets. Also got Justin Upton from the Angels, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. from the Blue Jays, Reese Heisman from the 1902 Cincinnati Reds as well. All right, next pack, more bronzes. Jim Wolford from the 84 Expos, Clint Frazier from the Yankees, Brandon Workman from the Cubs, and Luis Ayala from the 08 Nationals. Down to the last several packs here. Come on now. Come on, game. I know you've been good to me for a while here. Ooh, we got Shohei Ohtani, the criminally underrated in this game. Shohei Ohtani from the LA Angels. 73 overall card. Honestly, really should be a lot higher than that. Got Wayne Granger from the Cincinnati Reds, Pinky May from the 1939 Athletics. Actually, no, Philadelphia Phillies, I should say. And Jason Hayward from the Chicago Cubs. Let's keep going. We got 6 more packs to go. And it's another live silver. It's James Hoyt. James Hoyt from the Miami Marlins. 70 overall card there. We got Anthony Bass from the Marlins. Adam Duvall from the Marlins. It's a Marlins pack, this. Also got Claude Janard from the 1923 New York Giants. 5 more to go. And we got some more live silver action. Travis d'Arnaud from the Atlanta Braves. 72 overall card there. Frankie Montes, Austin Barnes, and 1948 Joe Page. Well, Hero Driver, if I was a betting man, and I have no way to know how the updates work and all that, I'll say that right now. I have no clue how updates work or what the updates are going to be like or anything. I would imagine Ohtani's power would be somewhere just based on how live updates usually have gone in the past. Probably somewhere in the 80s. I don't really see it going any higher than maybe an 85 at most. Oh man, I'd love to see Ohtani in the home run derby. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, that would be fun. That would be fun. What about Vladdy? We already saw him in the home run derby. Next pack, we got Marwin Gonzalez, Jim Constable as our bronzes, Jerry Arrigo, and Tony Renza as some historical irons. All right, just a few more packs left. Last regular pack, and it is 1 bronze. Jose Martinez from the New York Mets. All right, silver pack, what do we get? Emmanuel Clase from the Cleveland Indians. Fun. Also got double Ronald Bolanos from the Kansas City Royals. We got Henry Cotto from the 89 Mariners, Paul Gregory from the 32 White Sox, and Jay Porter from the 57 Tigers. Let's keep on going, and hey, look at that! On the last pack, we got a live diamond. It is Aaron Judge from the New York Yankees. 96 overall. Do we have a winner tonight? Do we have a winner tonight? We have one winner tonight. Just one lonely winner tonight, and it is Rascal88 calling Mr. Aaron Judge. Woo, baby, what a call that was. Congratulations, congratulations. You've just won 15,000 perfect points for calling Aaron Judge. Alrighty, we will get you your pack. We will get you your perfect points either later tonight or sometime tomorrow. I'll alert the powers that be to do so. Alright. In fact, I'll let them know now since it's just one winner tonight. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, and there's a look at how my maple syrup cartel is doing right now. 84 and 41. And by the way, I know someone wanted to take a look at Kirby Yates. Here's Kirby Yates. Did pretty well for me last year. 2.64 ERA, 41 saves. We'll go in more into depth on him on Sunday night. Just so you know, kind of took a little bit of a step back this year, but he's still been fairly effective. So let's go ahead and go back to the game screen. And before we continue, we're going to go ahead and take a look and see where we're at with this week's Weekly Showdown. Right quick. All right, we are into round 4, about to be near to the quarterfinals. So we got a little bit of time left, so let's go ahead. And we're going to go and draft our team for next week, which, by the way, there are 92 teams in here. 92 teams. Holy crap. That's a lot. All right, so we are going to be drafting our team for next week. See if we can't win that Andy Messersmith. Let's see what we get in the first round. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, some decisions to make here. Do I want to go with the... honestly, my first thought is Harry Heilman right off the bat. Honestly, I gotta go with my boy Harry Heilman. Right? Should expand TWIPT Weekly Showdown to 256 teams. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but is it technically possible? I don't know. I really don't. So we can do Heilman, we could do Miller-Huggins. Honestly, I like the defense on Huggins, but honestly, I kind of want the offense. So you know what? I'm going to grab Harry Heilman, and I'm going to play him in the right field. I want the bat. Also, by the way, catcher count 1. Just so we're keeping track here. All right, we got Matt Chapman, George Springer, Frank Howard, Josh Hader, Chick Hafey, and Clete Boyer in this round. First diamond round. Interesting choices here. And I'm losing 2 second basemen in that first round. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Ooh, Chick Hafey, that's a good bat. That's a really good bat. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab Hafey here. Even though I like Frank Howard, he's more of a DH type. All right, next pack. By the way, we have not gotten a starting pitcher yet, and that kind of concerns me. All right, so we got Phil Garner here. We got Hack Wilson. We got Jim Gentile. We got Dave LaRoche. We got Aroldis Chapman. I mean, there's Hack Wilson. I mean, If we dare put him in center, we'll have a heck of an outfield. Okay, maybe DH. Maybe DH. Hack Wilson. There we go. All right, first gold round, and finally we got two starting pitchers in this round. We got Dick Redding. We got Ian Anderson. Ian Anderson, Player of the Month card. An interesting card. Hey, there's a standard pack. Cool. Whew, boy. Yeah, I definitely need to get pitching this round. Dick Redding. Dick Redding. Honestly, I think Dick Redding might be. Honestly, I need something. I mean, these choices kind of stink. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Whew, boy. No, I might be willing to go Aaron Hill, just have a second baseman. So we got Dick Redding. We're pretty much set with the outfield. Chris Spire, not exactly inspiring on defense. Oh, boy. Let's grab Aaron Hill. I like Aaron Hill. Next round, what do we got? We got Gene Schott, we got Pink Bodie, Lee May, Bip Roberts, Jackson Rutledge, John Jay, Jimmy Ripple, Daryl Knowles, Vic Wirtz, Leon Day, J.J. Putz, Wally Judnick. Okay, let's get Jackson Rutledge. I like Jackson. Okay, now the question is... Okay, a lot of guys saying Day and Jackson. Yeah, I think Day and Jackson is the play here. Get starting pitching out of the way. At least get my three starters here. Bip is fun, but honestly, I'm looking at my positional flexibility here. And Chick Hafey really can't play center field. Because if I were to pick up Bip Roberts, he would be going in left, obviously. And honestly, if I put him in left, I mean, he can barely play center. Can barely play center. I'm not putting him in center. Hafey to right and Heilman to DH. Yeah, no. That could work. You know what? Judnick plays well. Well, I mean, he's a pure center fielder, but... I know Harry can play first. That's true, but... So maybe instead of Rutledge, I go with Bip. Or, you know what? I hate to pass on Bip, guys. I hate to pass on Bip. I'm grabbing the starters. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see what we got here. Got Blake Parker. We got Pedro Borbon, Nelly King, Heavy Johnson. Ooh, Heavy Johnson. Ooh. Ooh, Heavy Johnson. We also got Glenn Myatt, who is not a catcher. Got Charlie Robertson, Bill Skowron, Gary Lucas, Chris Davinsky, Aaron Harang, Javi Baez. So we got Heavy Johnson. Automatic pick. Now, relief-wise. There's Pedro Borbon right there. We have Blake Parker. Chris Davinsky's not a bad option. I know I do need a shortstop, but Javi Baez is not it. That is for darn sure. I also need a first baseman, and Bill Skowron could definitely do it. This for next week? Yes. How are Harangue's numbers? It's not terrible. 87, 61, 77. But I kind of want to go relief here since I already have 3 starters. Nelly King is also a guy I could possibly use. That'd be interesting. Him and Bourbon are pretty much the same pitcher. Now, Gary Lucas. Gary Lucas, I kind of like him. Well, let's grab Gary. Myatt could DH. I mean, yeah, that is true. But, you know, I need pitching this round, so let's get Heavy Johnson. Let's grab Gary Lucas. Let's move on with our lives. To the silver rounds we go. Alrighty, we got Kenta Maeda, Ron Swoboda, Pedro Alvarez, Rich Becker, Fred Osborne, Tom Gorman, Steve Kemp, Alex Avila. Ooh, Alex Avila, you know what? That might be my catcher. John Hummel, Ted Trent, Dwayne Henry, and Jose Leclerc. So right off the bat, I'm thinking Pedro Alvarez for third. Mainly for the defense, but also can give me a little bit of a power. Am I streaming tomorrow? There is no there's no Master Series tomorrow, Brent. And you know what? Ooh. John Hummel looks interesting. No, let's go John Hummel here. I like this card. I like this card. Now I'm really going to need to get some relief pitching here. Let's see what we got. We got Dale Thayer. We got Chad Kreuter. We got Gus Sewer, Michael Fulmer, Josh DeVore, BJ Surhoff, Marcell Ozuna, Travis d'Arnaud, Ed Lennox, Guy Bush, Evan Marshall, and Carol Yerkes. BJ Surhoff. Ooh, BJ Surhoff was pretty good last year. You know what? I need a catcher. Let's get Surhoff. Let's see. Yerkes looks okay. DeVore, I already have an outfield. Chad Kreuter, nah. Travis d'Arnaud, nah. Marcell Ozuna is interesting. Dale Thayer is interesting. Yeah, so I'm gonna grab Surhoff here. Let's grab Dale Thayer. Let's move on. Last silver round. Do we have a shortstop here? We do. It's Bill Rigney, who really is not a shortstop. But we got Yoan Moncada, Mike Devereaux, Jason Davis, John Farrell, Billy Cox, Dick Drago, Bill Lohman, Freddie Peralta, Chen-Ming Wong, Joe Presco, Travis Lee, and Bill Rigney. Not a lot of fun options here. Davis is good. Yeah, I'll go with Jason Davis. Sure, why not? And let's grab a starter. Dick Drago looks fun. Chen-Ming Wong is usually a fun card there with the extreme ground ball. Joe Presco looks interesting. Fly ball pitcher, but that 41 movement, oof. Let's grab. Kind of thinking Dick Drago here. I think that might be fun. Let's go for it. Bronze rounds. Let's see what we got. Boy, the shortstops are few and far between. And then there's Freddie Galvis. We got Al Gallagher. We got Edgar Gonzalez, John Lester, Freddie Galvis, Yenry Mejia, Jordan Luplo, Brandon Lyon, Jose Oquendo. Technically can play shortstop, but can't. We got Zach Birdie. We got Bob Robertson, Chuck Seelbach, and Josh Stalmont. Honestly, I think Freddie Galvis might be the best shortstop I'm going to get right now. The only reason I didn't pick Baez is because the bat strikes out a ton. That's why I didn't choose him. Now, I need to get some pitching here, maybe. What's Brandon Lyon look like? Ooh, Brandon Lyon looks interesting. Could be fun. Bob Robertson looks interesting. Well, I might go Josh Stalmont here, honestly. Might be the best reliever I have available right now. I got 4 starters right now. Do I have a shortstop? I will with Galvis. I'm down to just about 6 minutes left. You know what? Why not? Let's get Josh Stalmont. Let's get Fireballer in the bullpen here. Round 11. What do we got? Got Charlie Pick, Johnny Oates, Ed Sprague, Andy Stankiewicz, Juan Cruz, Bob Montgomery, Dom Nunez, Henry Cotto, Jeremy Hafner, Matt Weasler, Will Crow, and Wade Taylor. Seeing a lot of stank. And it looks like I have another shortstop here in Stankiewicz. Now, what's my catcher count here, guys? Who's been keeping track? Where am I at with catchers? Before I move on. Also, I might go Jeremy Hafner here. Might go Hafner. Because I know we had 3 in that one round. We got 3 here. So I have a feeling I need to pick one of these dudes. If I were to pick one of these dudes, honestly, I wouldn't want to pick any of them, but if I had to. Oh, Heavy plays catcher? Holy crap, he can. Well, I mean, can is a relative term. Honestly, if I'm desperate for catcher. If I'm desperate at backup, I could put Heavy Johnson back there. Weasler isn't bad if you need one. Well, I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4. Love to have another. I'd also like to have a 5th starter. I mean, if you call Heavy Johnson a catcher, then I'm calling Heavy Johnson a catcher. So let's go with Hafner. So there's our 5th starter. We got a backup shortstop. Let's keep on keeping on. Alrighty, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got Anthony Bass, Bob Will, Mike Sims, Cedric Mullins, Bruce Boakty, Kazuhisa Ishii. We got Eric Anthony, Tony Watson, Don Gross, Wally Gilbert, Ryan Sandberg, Geraldo Perdomo. Well, let's see. Perdomo actually looks decent. He's kind of a utility guy. Seeing a lot of Gross is solid. Oh, yeah, Gross is solid. That is right. So maybe I throw Hafner in the pen. And then we get Don Gross as our 5th. Might as well. And let's go. What are we thinking? Mike Sims? Maybe Perdomo. I don't know. Or Eric Anthony. No, not Eric Anthony. Cedric Mullins would be interesting, but let's go with Mike Sims. We need some positional flexibility. All right, final round. What do we got? Okay, so let's see. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 relievers here. So let's grab Fute Ni. Let's grab Jess Doyle. Why not? Need 1 more outfielder. Let's go ahead and grab Kai Tom. Ooh, Steve Balboni would be fun to have. And let's grab JT Riddle to round it out. Alrighty, so there we go. There's our roster for next week. Certainly an interesting roster. Used our big 3 slots on outfield. So that'll be interesting to see what happens. Have a decent starting rotation. Rutledge, Redding, Day, Drago, and Gross. That'd be fun. Gary Lucas is our closer. Who's starting at catcher? Heavy Johnson starting at catcher? Okay, I can kind of see that. That'll be fun, I think. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Kind of. It's going to be interesting because Steve Alboni's going to be my DH. Whew. So let's, we got a lot of hitting. Hopefully some offense comes with it. So let's go ahead and go back to this week's Weekly Showdown and see where we're at with that. All right, we are into the semifinals, and we are close to knowing who our finalists are as we go ahead and take a look, see where we're at right now. There's our semifinal matchups. The Narsh Returners, the Sandlot Sand Gnats, the Round Rock Rapid Rabbits, and the Red Lady Necks Lovely Ladies. Some interesting teams here for the semifinals. Don't know why I always sign up for the jackpot when I could sign up for this. I mean, do you want a shot at perfect points? Or do you want a shot at a rare card? That's the question you should be asking. I'm going to go ahead and hide the scores. Going to back out, back in, and see when we have a finals matchup, because that's what we're waiting for here. Who's going to be our finalists? I believe we might have one. Yes, we have our finalists. And ladies and gentlemen, here are the scores. We have the Sandlot Sand Gnats winning over the Narsh Returners 3-1 in the semifinals, scoring 1 in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the eighth, and getting a spectacular starting pitching performance from Carlos Carrasco, 8 innings with 12 strikeouts to take the win. And then we have the Round Rock Rapid Rabbits with a 5-2 victory over Lady Nick's Lovely Ladies. They got a good start out of Zach Duke, giving up only 2 earned runs and 7 2/3. A 3-run sixth, the difference in this one. So your finals matchup, the Round Rock Rapid Rabbits, owned by Seymour Butts, taking on the Sandlot Sand Gnats, owned by Yanks Our Top 2. So let's take a look at these teams and see what we got going on with them. So for the Round Rock Rapid Rabbits, we will have Charlie Robertson taking the mound for them in Game 1. In his first start, 8 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts to 4 walks. Got plenty of fly ball outs in a 9-2 victory over the San Juan Gallisticos in round 2. The rest of his rotation, Zach Duke, Davey Garcia, Adrian Hauser, John Pacella, and Mule Suttles. Mule Suttles. He can't be their 5th starter. He can't be their 5th starter. So it was Duke, Charlie Robertson, Adrian Hauser, Davey Garcia, and John Pacella. So technically he had 6 starters listed, but Mule Suttles is there, so technically he's right fielder, I would believe. Bullpen, Sam Hines, Gordon Jones, Irv Cantliner, Orber Marino, Bobby Thigpen, Todd Williams, and Brian Wilson as the closer. So if we can take a look-see, we go into pitching stats here. And we customize with pitching stats and pitcher fatigue. Let's take a look and see where the fatigue levels are at right now for this team. Sure. Looking at pitch fatigue, quite a few guys are below 80% right now. Thigpen's below 80, Orber Marino's below 80, Cantliner is below 80, Gordon Jones is below 80. Got Sam Hines rested and ready to go. Todd Williams is at 83, Brian Wilson at 83, so kind of in between. Kind of in between. Take a look at the rest of their roster here. Batting-wise, they got Bob Boone, Ivan Herrera, and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa as their catchers. They don't have a listed first baseman. They've been using Mule Suttles over at first base right now. Newt Allen, Tadahito Iguchi as their second baseman. They got George Scott at third. They got Barry Larkin as their perfect card at short. In the outfield, they got Dustin Ackley, Harold Ramirez, and Bip Roberts listed as left fielders. Terry Moore, their lone listed center fielder. Pedro Leon in right, and Bing Miller also in right. They're playing Bip Roberts in left. They're playing Terry Moore in center, and they're playing Pedro Leon in right. Larkin, their starting shortstop. Scott's their third baseman. Newt Allen at second. And like we said earlier, Mule Suttles at first. Ivan Herrera is their starting catcher. And looking at the lineup, they were really led here by Bip Roberts and Mule Suttles. Look at Mule Suttles. 6 games. 462 average, 517 on base, 731 slugging, 2 dingers, and 5 RBIs. Terry Moore has also hit a couple homers with that 160 average. Bip Roberts, 345 average from, I believe, their leadoff spot. Yeah, so that's a good way to get things started for the Rapid Rabbits. Let's take a look at their opponents. The Sandlot Sandgnats, and they'll have Glendon Rush on the mound for Game 1 of the finals in their 6-2 win against the Finneytown Flames in round 2. 8 innings, 9 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned, 9 strikeouts to 1 walk, 11 ground balls to 2 fly balls for what is listed as a fly ball pitcher. So interesting stuff. The rest of their rotation, they got Carlos Carrasco, Joe Nuxhall, Manny Salvo, and Patrick Sandoval. Looking at their bullpen, they have Adbert Alzolay, Jerry Arrigo, Matt Belisle, Jose Cisnero, Mel Rojas, Garrett Whitlock, Victor Zambrano, and Jason DeRocher. Take a look at their pitching situation here. In terms of bullpen fatigue, a lot of their guys are ready. However, they're guys that really haven't pitched all that much in this tournament. They've been really relying on Belisle, Rojas, and DeRocher out of their pen, and they're all fairly tired. Belisle's at 14, Rojas is at 55, DeRocher is at 10, so that could be a factor in how this series goes because they're going to have to go to their lesser relievers, so to say. So you got Alzolay at 100, Arrigo at 94, Jose Cisnero at 100, Garrett Whitlock at 100, Victor Zambrano at 100. So you're probably going to see one of those 5 pitchers have the majority of the bullpen innings here in Game 1. Hitting-wise, they have Bob Barton and Sherm Lawler at catcher. Sherm Lawler, their starting catcher, been doing very well for themselves. 333, 474, 400 on the slash line. They have Travis Hafner and Dave Revering over at first base. Travis Hafner has been their DH so far, and he has been mashing. 462 average, 1 homer, 10 RBI. Not a bad outing for the DH there. Sol White has been their starting second baseman, hitting well. Garth George has been hitting well as well over at third. Zach Mckinstry is their backup over there. Nick Madrigal live card and Jackie Robinson at short. And in the outfield, they got Corbin Carroll in left, Freddie Leach in center, along with Willie Tasby, and Alex Verdugo in right field. And a lot of their guys so far in this tournament have hit. They are 7th in batting average in this tournament. However, 1st in batting WAR as well. A lot of the rate stats there can be a little bit inflated since it is a cumulative tournament, do or die. But look at these averages. 333, 375, 462, 500. This is a lethal offense that the Sandlot Sand Gnats have going for them right now. So, vote in chat now. Who do you think is going to take the title tonight? Type in 1 in the chat for Round Rock Rapid Rabbits, or type 2 in the chat for the Sandlot Sand Gnats. Who do you think is going to take the title tonight? They look fairly evenly matched. You got a lot of good pitching on the Rapid Rabbits side. But some of them not quite rested, while you have a good offense for the Sandlot Sand Gnats. And it's looking fairly even. I'm seeing quite a few 1s, some 2s in there as well. Looks kind of even, honestly. Chat is kind of even on who they want to win this. So this could be fairly interesting coming up in just a little bit. So we are waiting for the Game 1 sim to come in. Let's go back to the tile screen, and we will, as we await Game 1 of the finals. Should be a fun matchup, and I can't wait to call that game. Should have done a poll. Look, I don't have access to the back end, and honestly, the channel doesn't have Twitch poll abilities right now, so sorry. As we await the first sim. Come on, where's the sim? Come on. Where is it? Channel was nerfed? I don't know about nerfed, but oh well. Sim has taken a little bit to get here. And again, I'm probably a little too quick on the uptake here. All right, first sim is in. First sim is in. Let's go to the highlight reel. Let us go to the highlight reel of Game 1 between the Round Rock Rapid Rabbits and the Sandlot Sand Gnats. We have Round Rock leading off here in the top of the first with the third baseman, Bip Roberts. Ooh, this could be interesting here. Round Rock due to what I presume to be fatigue issues, is having Bip Roberts start at third base in Game 1. We'll see how they fare with that little anomaly there. Glendon Rush on the mound for the Sandnats has a 1-1 count on Bip Roberts. The pitch coming. Swinging a ground ball to the second baseman Madrigal. Throw to first in time for the first out of the ball game. And we move to the bottom of the second. Still no score. The Sandnats have runners on first and second with 2 outs for the left fielder, Zach Mckinstry, facing the right-hander on the mound, Charlie Robertson. 2-1 pitch. Grounder to short. Gonna be tough. Throw from Robinson. Not in time. An infield hit for Zach Mckinstry has loaded the bases here in the second. So bases are loaded with 2 outs for the center fielder, Willie Tasby, the backup center fielder. Robertson has him 0-2. The pitch. Swinging a fly ball. Center field. This is Leone making the play. And now retire the side. By the way, I said Robinson earlier in the play-by-play, and that was incorrect. That was Kiner Falefa over at shortstop. My apologies. I was looking at the Sandnats roster and not the Rapid Rabbits roster. Bottom 4, still no score. Bob Barton at the plate for the Sandnats. With 2 outs, nobody on. The 0-1 pitch coming from Robertson. Swinging a high fly ball. Deep left center. Ball go far for Bob Barton. 435 feet for the light-hitting catcher. And the Sandnats take a 1-0 lead. Even the catcher hits, folks. So we head to the top of the 6th. Nobody out. Nobody on. 2 out for Mule Suttles facing Glendon Rush. 3-0 pitch, and that one's driven into left center field. Going back. Jumping up. He can't get it. Ball go far for Mule Suttles. And he has tied the game at 1 here in the 6th. 417 feet on the solo shot by the Rapid Rabbits first baseman. And that's our score as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Zach Mckinstry, the left fielder, who just couldn't get that homer in the last half inning. He has runner on second with 2 outs facing Robertson. Count 1-0, the pitch from the right-hander. And that one's lined into left center field. That one's down, and he'll go all the way to the wall. Rounding third, heading home is Barton. He will score, and Mckinstry will slide into second with an RBI double. And the Sandnats take a 2-1 lead here in Game 1. Top 7. Bob Boone at the plate for the Rapid Rabbits. Nobody on, 1 out. The 0-1 pitch from Glendon Rush. Swinging a line drive center field, and that one's going to fall in for a base hit. 1 out single for the Rapid Rabbits catcher. And now we'll bring the left fielder Dustin Ackley to the plate. Runner on first, 1 out. Infield shifted to the right. The 1-1 pitch from the lefty Rush, and that one's grounded to third, and past the shift to second for 1. The relay in time for the double play to end the inning. Hit it to the only guy on the left side of the infield. Flipped it to the shortstop Robinson for 1 and threw to first to complete the double play. Bottom 7 coming up. Brian Wilson now in the game to pitch for the Rapid Rabbits. Travis Hafner with 2 outs. The 2-0. Swinging a high fly ball. Deep left center. No doubt about it. Ball go far for Travis Hafner. 3-1 Sandnats on top. Bottom 8, 1 out, nobody on for Bob Barton. Already has a homer in this one. He's facing Orber Marino here. Marino really good against right-handed batters. Great stuff, great movement. Control a little low. The 0-1 pitch, and that one's lined up the middle for a base hit. Clean 1 out single for the Sandnats catcher. That's at least his second hit of the game. And that's all they get in the bottom of the 8th. We head to the top of the 9th. Mel Rojas looking to close things out for the Sandnats. Has one out already. And has Mule settles in a 3-0 count. The wind and the delivery. Swinging a high fly ball. Way back into right field and gone. Ball go far again for Mule Suttles. His second homer on a 3-0 count. And I don't believe that the Rapid Rabbits manager was giving him the take sign there. And Mule Suttles crushes it to make it a 1-run game. So after that home run, here's Pedro Leon, the center fielder. The 2-2 from Mel Rojas. Swinging a line drive, right field, base hit. Another 1-out single for the Rapid Rabbits, and now they have something going here in the top of the 9th, and Rojas could be in a bit of trouble. He'll bring up Tadahito Iguchi. The 1-2 coming from Rojas. Swinging a line drive, left field, fairly deep, but caught at the track. Running from first to second is Leon, and he's in there safely, ahead of the throw from Mckinstry. A heads-up play, tagging up from first to second. We'll see if it pays off for him. Bob Boone at the plate, potentially the last chance for the Rapid Rabbits. Full count pitch. Swing and a miss and a high fastball. And the Sandnats survive Game 1. Final score, 3-2. What a Game 1 that was. And the Sandlot Sandnats are 1 game away from taking the title. What a game that was. 2 3-0 homers by Mule Suttles. Take a look at the box score here. Bob Barton. What a day he had at the plate. 4 for 4. 2 runs scored with even a dinger as well. In only his 3rd game of the tournament. Not had a lot of opportunities, but he is making the most of them now. And Zach Mckinstry, shout out to him, 3 for 4 with an RBI as well. Pitching-wise, Glendon Rush, great outing, 8 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, 7 Ks. Just the 1 dinger to Mule Suttles. Charlie Robertson had a quality start, 6 innings, 8 hits, 2 runs, 8 Ks and a walk. Brian Wilson had an inning, gave up a homer though. Over Marino had a clean-ish inning. So we await game number 2 between the Sandnats and their opponents. Looking to make it a sweep. Should be an interesting game too. Now the pitching matchup here is if we go back to the game screen here just briefly. It's going to be Joe Nuxhall for the Sandlot Sandnats taking on Adrian Hauser for the Round Rock Rapid Rabbits. Take a look at the matchup here. Joe Nuxhall, in his lone start, was an 8-1 victory over the Waffletown Syrups. Went 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, none earned, 5 Ks, 3 walks, a lot of fly balls in this one. In that 8-1 win. He is a fly ball pitcher, so they were effective fly balls. As far as Adrian Hauser goes, had a bit of a rough start in his first outing against the Carolina Legends, but it was a close 4-3 victory. 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 4 Ks to 4 walks. Bit of even ground ball to fly ball ratio as well. So we'll see what happens here in this matchup. On paper, it looks like an easy matchup for the Sandnats, but Adrian Hauser does have extreme ground ball ability. So we'll see if that affects anything. And our Game 2 sim is in. Our Game 2 sim is in. Can the Sandnats make it a sweep, or will the Rapid Rabbits force a Game 3? Here we go. Top of the first, Adrian Hauser on the mound for the Rapid Rabbits. Corbin Carroll will lead off and play left field today. Beautiful night for baseball here at Perfect Park. Hauser has Carroll in a 1-1 count. The wind and the delivery. Swinging a ground ball to short. This is Larkin throwing over to first for the first out of the ball game. Top second now, Sandnats at the plate. Runner on first is Freddie Leach with nobody out, faced with Sherm Lawler at the plate facing Hauser. First pitch from the right-hander, grounded to third, could be two, to second for one. The relay in time for the double play. Easy double play for the Rapid Rabbits there. And we move ahead to the bottom of the second. The Rapid Rabbits have a bit of a rally going here. Runners on first and second with one out, with Joe Nuxhall still on the mound for the Sandnats. Harold Ramirez at the plate. First pitch, ground to second. Could be two, to short for one. The relay in time. Madrigal to White to Hafner for the double play to retire the side here in the second. And we move on ahead to the top of the third. Sandnats have a runner on first with one out, with Willie Tasby at the plate playing right field. 3-1 from Hauser, and he walked in ball four. So 2 on, 1 out. Now bring it back to the top of the order for Corbin Carroll. First pitch coming from Hauser. Swinging a pop-up. Into center field. This will be Moore making the play. Holding at second is Mckinstry. 2 gone. And that's all they get in the third. Bottom third coming up. First and second, 2 outs for the third baseman, George Scott. Really good against left-handed pitching. Let's see what he does here. The 1-1 from Nuxhall. Swinging a line drive up the middle, base hit. Leach has it. He's going to try throwing home. Here comes Allen. He will score. And the Rapid Rabbits will take a 1-0 lead here in Game 2. Top 4. Here's Travis Hafner, their big bat in the lineup. Facing off with Hauser, the 2-2. Swinging a high fly ball. Deep left field and gone. Travis Hafner. Ball go far. And we are tied at 1 here in the fourth. Nicely done by Travis Hafner, and that'll bring up the bottom of the fourth inning. The Rapid Rabbits have the first 2 on here in the inning, with Harold Ramirez at the plate. And a 1-0 count coming from Nuxhall. Swing a line drive, right center field. That one's going to be trouble, and it is. It'll go off the wall. Moore will score easily. Here comes Iguchi for third. He will stop there. It's an RBI double for Harold Ramirez. And the Rapid Rabbits take a 2-1 lead. Few batters later, it's still 2-1. The runners have not moved, and here's Mule Suttles. A 3-2 count coming from Nuxhall. And he walked in ball 4. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Barry Larkin, and the Rapid Rabbits could break open this game with a nicely placed base hit here. Now bring up Barry Larkin. He's really good against lefties. We'll see what he can do here with the 1-0 count. Swinging a fly ball. Left center field should get him out of the inning. Carroll makes the play, and the side is retired. 2-1 Rapid Rabbits as we move ahead to the 5th. Zach Mckinstry with a runner on first, nobody out. The 1-0 from Hauser. Ground ball to second. Taylor made, no, not quite a Taylor-made double play. They get the out at second, but that's all they get. 2 outs now for Corbin Carroll. Hauser has him in a 3-0 count. The delivery walked him on 4 straight. So Carroll will walk first and second, 2 outs now as Sol White strolls to the plate. First pitch coming from Hauser. Swinging a grounder right back to the mound. Hauser throws to first for the out, and now retire the side. So the Sandnats couldn't get anything going there in the 5th. Will continue time warping into the 8th inning now. Hauser still on the mound. He has had a great outing so far, only giving up 2 hits. As Willie Tasby will lead off here in the 8th. The 1-1. Swinging a fly ball. Left center field, but playable for Miller, and he'll make the play. One gone. That is Bing Miller playing left field today for the Rapid Rabbits. Here's Corbin Carroll with one out. The 1-2 coming. Swing of fly balls, shallow, base hit. One out single on a floater for Corbin Carroll. And that will bring Sol White to the plate. And that will end the day for Adrian Hauser. Good outing for him, 7 1/3, as Orber Moreno will take over. Moreno has Sol White in a 1-2 count here. Carroll on first, one out, and that one's grounded to third. Could be two. They will not get the out at second, but they will get the out at first, so Carroll moves to second, and now there's 2 outs for Travis Hafner. Big at-bat here for the Sandnets. Moreno has him 0-2. The pitch. He got him looking, strike 3. And that'll end the inning. So the score remains 2-1. And we head to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Sandnets. Freddie Leach will lead off against the new pitcher, Bobby Thigpen. 69 overall closer, and that one's grounded right back to the mound on the first pitch. One pitch, one out here in the top of the 9th. So I'll bring Sherm Lawler, the catcher. Count 2-1. The pitch from Thigpen. Swing the line drive left field, and that's a one-out single for the Sandnats catcher. And I'll bring the third baseman, Garth George, up to the plate. Thigpen has him 1-2. The wind and the pitch. Swing the line drive, right field, and right at the right fielder, Ramirez, for the out, 2 gone. 1 out to get to force a game 3. Here's Nick Madrigal, one of the better bronze hitters out there. First pitch from Thigpen, popped up. Playable into center. Moore makes the play. And the Round Rock Rapid Rabbits have forced a game 3 here in the This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown Finals. Oh boy, oh boy, oh Berto. Round Rock scraping out a 2-1 win. What an outing from Adrian Hauser. Look at this line. 7 1/3. 3 hits, 1 earned. Just the homer by Hafner. 6 Ks, 4 walks though. That was a little concerning. But here was the biggie right here. 11 ground balls to 4 fly balls. That's what you want out of an extreme ground ball pitcher, and that's exactly what the Rapid Rabbits got in Game 2 to force a Game 3 here today. And here's the matchup for that Game 3 matchup. Diego Garcia will be taking the mound for the Round Rock Rapid Rabbits in his first outing against the Eastport Hot Dogs. 9-4 win. 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 4 Ks to 5 walks. That's a biggie right there. Going to have to watch the walks here in this one. 4 ground balls to 7 fly balls. As for the Sandnats, Manny Salvo will take the mound. An interesting pitcher. 60 stuff, 61 movement, 68 control with extreme fly ball tendency. And he got the fly balls in his first outing against the New Hampshire Port Dogs. A 3-1 victory, 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts to 1 walk. The only run given up, a homer. A homer to 1 Pop Lloyd. Tell that to DRC, someone. 7 ground balls to 10 fly balls, so did his job getting the fly ball outs. So we await a Game 3. We'll go back to the title screen as we await our final game of the series. The deciding Game 3. And apparently our friend the Crimson King is the owner of one of these teams. And he's giving us a little inside info here. Madrigal is going to come off the bench to play second base. Sol White will move over to third. Garth George not starting this game. Could be an interesting play here. We'll see if it works out for them. As we have our Game 3 sim in. Hide the scores. Take a swig of lemonade. Let's roll with game number 3. The deciding game of the series. Let's go to the game screen. Manny Salvo taking the mound for the Sandlot Sandnats, facing off with the left fielder Bip Roberts, who last we saw was playing third base for the Rapid Rabbits. The 3-0 pitch from Salvo, and it's a 4-pitch walk to start the proceedings. Now Bip Roberts, a couple batters later, is on third with 1 out, with Barry Larkin at the plate and Salvo another 3-ball count. 3-1 pitch, and that one's popped up into left field. Should be deep enough to score the run. Winding up and throwing is Carroll, and Roberts will score easily on the throw. And the Rapid Rabbits don't get a hit, but they do get the first run of the ball game. And it's 1-0 Rapid Rabbits. We move ahead to the bottom of the second. Sandnats have a runner on first, Freddie Leach with 1 out. Nick Madrigal at the plate, facing off with Davey Garcia. Count 2-1, the pitch, line drive, base hit, right field. Leach will step on second. He's going to try for third, and he's going to be in there safely. So Leach goes first to third on the single by Madrigal. And now his runners on the corners with 1 out. For the catcher, Sherm Lawler. First pitch from the righty, and it gets away from the catcher Herrera. Coming on home is Leach. He will score. And we are tied at 1 here in the second. Bottom second, here's Alex Verdugo. Runner on third, 2 outs, the 2-2 pitch, swing a grounder. To third, gonna be tough throw from Scott. There is no throw. Alex Verdugo with an infield single to make it 2-1. Sandnats scored 2 in the inning on a couple of defensive, you could call them mishaps, but really some defensive luck. Head to the top of the 5th, 2 outs, nobody on for Newt Allen, the second baseman. For the Rapid Rabbits, the first pitch from Salvo, and that one's driven way back into right center field. And Newt Allen takes one to the upper deck in right center field. Ball go far to tie this game at 2. And now a few batters later here in the top of the 5th. Bing Miller, the DH at the plate, first and second, 2 outs. First pitch coming from Manny Salvo. And that one's lying to left field. That one's going to fall in front of Carroll for a base hit. Here comes the throw home from Roberts. It's not in from Carroll. It's not in time. Bing Miller with an RBI single to make it 3-2. Rapid Rabbits take the lead. Bottom 6, nobody on, nobody out. Leading off, Travis Hafner against Davey Garcia. 2-0 pitch from the righty. And that one's blasted into left center field. Oh, I've said this a lot tonight. Travis Hafner, ball go far. And the Sandnats tie this game at 3. Solo shot for Travis Hafner. Couple batters later, Revering on first. Nobody out for Freddie Leach. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Big strikeout there from Garcia. And that's all they get in the bottom of the 6th. Sandnats, they got a couple more runners, but did not score them. So we head to the bottom of the 7th. 1 on, nobody out for Sol White. First pitch from Thigpen. That one's bunted right back to the mound. He's hesitating, and he's safe. Sol White with a bunt single to the pitcher. Thigpen couldn't make the throw in time. First and second, nobody out for Corbin Carroll, and the Sandnats are poised to possibly score some runs this inning. First pitch, he bunts it down to third. Going to be a tough play for Scott. He makes the throw to first for the first out of the inning. So the bunt gets the runners to second and third. And here's Jackie Robinson. Thigpen has him in a 3-0 count, and he walks him on 4 straight. 4-pitch walk to Jackie Robinson, and the bases are loaded for the guy you do not want to face in this situation, who has been hot this entire tournament, Travis Hafner. Thigpen has him in a full count here, though, with 1 out and the bases loaded. Full count. He walked in ball 4. And the Sandnats take the lead on the walk. 4-3 Sandnats on top. Next batter is Dave Reverie. 3-2 from Thigpen, and he walked him again. 2 straight walks. 2 straight runs. And the Sandnats take a 5-3 lead. And here's Freddie Leach, Brian Wilson now in the game to put out the fire. Infield shifted to the right. First pitch coming from Brian Wilson. Ground line drive, base hit, right field. Robinson will score. Here comes Hafner, the throw from Ramirez, not in time. And it's all falling apart for the Rapid Rabbits here in the 7th. And we move on to the top of the 9th. It's 8-3 Sandnats. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Jason DeRocher, 1 out to get for the Sandnats to win the tournament. Bip Roberts at the plate. Full count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. DeRocher with the strikeout. And the Sandlot Sandnats are your This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown champions. In 3 games. And they have won a brand new, shiny, special edition right fielder, Frank Schulte, from the 1911 Chicago Cubs. Congratulations to the Crimson King, who is in the chat tonight on his victory. Oh man, it's so good to be part of the pantheon of winners of the Weekly Showdown. Such a fun night it is to win a tournament. And we'd like to thank all of you for tuning in tonight. Remember, next week and from next week on forward, streams of the Weekly Showdown on Friday nights are going to start at 8:15 Eastern. You can do the math for what that means in your time zone. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. If you want to follow us on social media, we are on Twitter at OOTP Developments and at OOTP Perfect Team. If you want to keep tabs on when we go live, you can hit the heart button down there in the bottom right-hand corner. You'll be notified every time we stream. You can also join our Discord. Just visit discord.gg/OOTP. Thank you so much for tuning in again tonight, guys. I will see you on Sunday night for the Perfect Team Weekly Prep. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for Yukari Kazumi and her baseball bingo stream. That'll be a fun time. It always is a fun time. Have a great night, everybody. Dishnet 34, signing out.